Hi everyone, I'm going to do something in my art journal and I'm working on mixed media paper and I don't quite know what I'm going to do. I only know I really want to play with layers and I'm starting by stamping all over my page randomly with what I call texture stamps, because it doesn't really matter what they have, what it's saying. Like here, when I've got text, it just to lay some interest in the background. So randomly stamping it all over. I'm going to take another one. Haven't used this before, don't know if it will be nice on the page or not. Not even going to take it out of the acetate. Okay, quite like it. There's a nice change in details all over this stamp, so I really like it, what I'm having here. Yeah, just a little bit here and here and here. Okay, finished with laying details, so I won't be needing all of this. Moving this aside, I'm going to go over with my heat tool all over this. I don't want it to smear, and I'll be back. I'm back. Let's hope it won't be smear, and I want to start laying down color. And I've got here a Luscious Lemon deco art, and I want to start putting this on my page. I'm taking a sponge and putting a little bit of water on it. It's finished. Another one. Here we go. And with the side with a little water, I'm starting to put some color to my page very gently, and I'm taking another yellow. This is just some something from the cheap store, local brand. I'm not going to go over all my page. I'm leaving several places with the white. I hope it will create more interest once I'll start building up more layers with the stencil. Yeah, so finished with this. And again, this needs to dry before I'm putting down another color, unless I want mud. So again, I'll be back. Moving on to stenciling, and this stencil is transparent, so it's kind of hard to see what's going on, but somehow we'll manage. And I'm moving to use this pink, another thing that I got from the local store, the cheap store, and local brand, so I can't recommend anything. It's just pink. And let's see, I'm taking makeup sponge and taking a little bit of paint, and I'm starting to move. And one thing that is good with this paint is that the pigment is not that great, so it gives me a chance to do an effect like glaze, and without paying a lot of money for a specialty item. So it's good thing sometimes that you have paints that are not that vibrant and the pigment is not that great. I'm just taking advantage of it and using the transparency to my advantage. I probably could have made it with sprays, but I wanted to stencil. Don't know why. As I said, I'm more playing. I don't have a really plan for this page, don't have a focal point. Just want to see how I can layer paints and stencils. And I'm having fun, of course, doing it. It doesn't have to be planned to have fun. Yay! Coming along. So I'm thinking I want to move to this color and to another stencil to be layered upon this. But now I'm thinking I want a little bit of the pink in several places on my page now that it's not without a stencil, just adding to the mix. And I'm still keeping several places with white. Well, this could be nice, or this could be get very ugly really quickly. So again, I need for this to dry before I'm going for the blue color, and I'll be back. Moving on to this aqua blue color, and I'm going to use this part of the stencil on my page. And again, this paint, which has transparency because well, the pigment is not that great, is working to my advantage, and the colors underneath are dry, so I don't get mud. And let's hope it will be nice and moved. We'll see what happens. I'm thinking that maybe here I should have picked another paint that is not transparent, but I'm just going in where I think it needs a little bit more, and we'll see as we go along. Okay, so I want to continue with this pattern, so I'm just trying to place, whoops, lot of paint spilled here. No, a little bit more. Yeah, I wanted to frame my page a little bit, this pattern. And if it won't be strong enough, I'll just take another kind of paint and go in and add. But right now, that's what I'm doing. So again, moving my stencil. I can hear from downstairs the television from that my kids are watching, and it's terrible. One of them is watching one of those series with the vampires, and I'm kind of fed up with it with the screaming and everything. Okay. So I'm going to do the same thing on this side, and it's kind of like it seems to me that it's going to frame this this piece here, although I haven't planned it, but okay, I'll go with it. And so I'm going to finish with this pattern on my stencil, and then I'll be back. I'm back. So as you can see, I've kept with the same pattern on this side, but then I decided that I don't want it to be left only the yellow and the pink and this image in the center. I wanted to push it to the background, so I've kept stenciling the same shape randomly on this area, and I am not done with the stenciling. And I'm taking this stencil right now, and I'm thinking of going with a green color, but I'm kind of do I want something to be in contrast? Do I want it to go with it? Oh, the dilemma. And let's see. I'm going with a little bit of contrast, and I'm taking this is crimson antique teal. I think it says, it's kind of blurry here, and so this is kind of a dark color on top of all this ice cream in the back. And it doesn't go out. Okay. Again, taking a makeup sponge and a little bit of paint, and I'm going over the stencil. I hope it won't take me too long to go all over this pattern. I want to move along. I should probably have done this with the sprays that I have, but I find it kind of satisfying to do the stenciling like this. And you're probably hearing my eldest son in the background. Sometimes it just seems like it doesn't take, so I'm just moving on top of it again to make it stand up more. Just a little bit more. Maybe I should have gone off camera. I hope you still have the patience to stay with me. Yay. Okay, that's more like it. And yeah, I'm leaving it as is, and I just know what I want to add here. I've been making a lot of dragonflies, and I'll even explain how I've made them. So they are going to go here on my page, and let's see, here are the dragonflies. I've just printed some. There are a lot of free printables on the internet, so I just printed some template for dragonflies, smaller ones and larger ones, and then I just used a nail polish to paint them, because they look a little bit better than if I would have used acrylics. And I'll bring some of them closer to the camera so you can see what I've done. And of course, with nail polish I had all kinds of metallics, and I had ones with glitter, and on several I've also added some what's it, like a cheesecloth or gauze that I'll show you in a minute. I need to find it. So here are several of my dragonflies. Here there is a gauze that I've painted black, and these are just from with metallic nail polish. And on some of those there is glitter, and it's just glitter glue on the cheesecloth. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. I've put the cheesecloth on some plastic, went over it with glitter glue, let it dry, and then I could work with it. As you can see, it's like plastic now, and this is just an acrylic paint. And here was the black that I've used on the butterfly wings. So this is another way that you can do if you want any kind of like transparent but glittery wings for your dragonflies. This is the way to do it. a cheesecloth or gauze, and on top of it glitter glue in whatever color you want. I've got several. I've used like these ones, and they are all from the cheap store. And you let it dry, and of course on a non-sticky surface, and that's what you get. And you can work with it, and you can cut it to whatever shape you want. So on several I've got the gauze on the wings, and on several I just took some crackle stamp I had and stamped it with black. So I'm thinking now which I'm going to use here that will go along with my page, although it's quite a colorful, so doesn't really matter. I can have fun with it. Here we go. You can hardly see this one on top of nope. Well, it seems I'll be using the ones that I have this neon pink on them. And yeah, do I want another one? Nope. Having fun. I'll put if I could, I will put all the dragonflies on this page. That's it. That's my lineup. So I'm going just to stick them, and this is it. That's my page, and finished playing for today. I hope you liked it. I hope it will give you some ideas to play with stencils and layering. And thank you for watching, and thank you for leaving me comments below. I'll be seeing you in my next video. Bye for now.